All right, guys, let's check out a G-Shock. Now, this is discontinued. So, again, yeah, bringing to you a watch that it's not going to be super hard to get. You can probably find these on the secondary market, maybe even new or used. But if you're a big fan of the GA-100 series, because this is essentially, from my point of view, is almost the exact same chassis as a GA-100. The difference is this is called a gax-100b. So the X basically is the G-Lide system. So it's going to have a moon phase on it, and it's going to have the high and low that is on there. That's not for solar, that's for the tide. And then it also does temperature. So it has a couple of extra things that the GA-100 does not have, and I think looks great. I like the layout of it, the Anti-Digi layout. So if we go through, before we go through all that stuff, I am going to talk about the size of the watch, because that's very important to everyone, right? So excluding all the little bumps and stuff that we would normally call like crown guards, so if we measure from like there to there, it is 47.8 millimeter. Yes, they're big. They're big watches, and they still wear really good because they're lightweight. The effective lug to lug is 55 millimeter. The thickness is about 14.5 millimeter. And then if it matters to you, this is like 29 millimeter, and then this part down here tapers down to about 22. You can see it has like an offset, almost like the Frogman does. So that's another really cool feature, because when it's on wrist, it's going to push the watch head, which is oversized, if you're wearing it on the left wrist, which I think most people wear their watch on the left wrist. I don't know what the percentage is. I know there's right-handers out there, and this is not going to be beneficial to you. But if you're a left-hand wearer, this is going to push the watch head, which is bulky, upward away from your hand. So when you're flexing your hand, you're articulating, it's not digging into your wrist. Nice little feature. That's why I like that little offset there. The weight on this is only 69 grams. So that's why it helps be more comfortable. So you have a floating rubber keeper here, or whatever the plastic is, plastic tang and buckle, H-linked, so they're still like hooked together, so it's easy to put on wrist. The module in this is a 5485. You can pretty much see that on there. It's a 200 meter water resist, all that good stuff. It is non-solar. It's a battery powered watch. Not a big deal. Every 5 to 10 years, however long it might potentially last, depending on how much you play with things, you'll have to change the battery. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. When this watch was new on the G-Shock website, which I'll put a link in the description, it was $130, and I think they even ran it on sale to dump them out. So back in the day, you could get these for around $100. Now on the secondary market, I did a quick look on eBay. I think they have these on there for like $90, and then there was a white capped one with black band. I think that one's still 130. So still crazy affordable, and just an overall great watch. So what do we get for that? Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see, because you have the negative displays, which oddly enough, I think maybe it's just the size of the negative displays on these versus like I want to say the GA-100, but that's not what it is. The other one with the negative displays, right, Rob, just tell them the other one, like they're gonna know. The negative displays aren't as visible. This one seems like it's pretty good. It is blocking the moon phase down there, the hands are, but if we go to mode, you can see you have a tide feature here, so it's pointing more towards the low tide, and then it has the date, and then I think that's the 6 a.m. or 6 o'clock is for something. I don't know how it works, guys, but I think you have to set this up, but you can set it up so you'll know when the high and low tides are, essentially. This is kind of set up more for like people that surf and stuff. And this is, what is this one? That's light. Okay, this is your stopwatch. And there we go, we zeroed that. And then this is your timer, your countdown timer. So you start at 5 minutes, and then you can count it down and you reset it with the adjust button. And then you have your world timer, so you can keep a second time zone there. And you can set all this up by holding the adjust button and cycling through. And it's set up for Lisbon or London. Oh, so you can do multiple time zones. Madrid. Okay. So you cycle through the different time zones here, whatever one you want to do. So I guess we can Pick one. Let's pick Tokyo? No, let's pick Anchorage, LAX. Let's pick LAX. So it'll give me the LAX time. Okay. So, and then we have alarm functions. There's multiple alarms. I don't think I even use the alarms ever on G-Shocks until I go to sell it, and then I usually set it for a weird time so the new owner can appreciate my little hijinks. And then back there, so you have your Thursday date display up there. It says DST, that's daylight savings time, and it's on mute. We can change that. So if we hold down the adjust button here, we can go through and we can set up things. It's on New York time, which is my time zone. DST is on, which is fine. You can set it up for 24-hour, or you can change it to AM, PM there for the second, for the display down there. And then, of course, you can adjust the time. That's where you would adjust it. And 2022 is correct. The date is correct. That's the February 3rd. And then we can change it to mute so we can have it on the key. And then light, we want to change that to 3 always. And then we're back here and we're all set. So now when I hit buttons, it'll make a noise, which I like. Might annoy other people, but if you're in an environment where maybe you shouldn't be going beep, 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 beep all the time, then maybe that's not a good thing. Alrighty, let's pop this guy on wrist. I know I basically showed you the watch without telling you a whole lot, but it's pretty simple just for the main functions that most people are going to use. But if you want to get into the tide and all that stuff, like I'm not really sure how that works. But here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Big watch, no doubt about it, big watch. Not going to be good with like long sleeves this time of year for me. Northern Michigan in the winter, I wear a lot of coats and everything. This is going to be cumbersome. So this is definitely going to be non-coat weather wearing for this watch for me personally. But still very comfortable on wrist. It will disappear over time just because it's so dang light, and you'll get used to it. Let's kill the lights and check the Loom. There is a missed opportunity here for Loom, but we do have a really nice light that is like underneath one of the indexes, which kind of softens it a little bit so it's not just blasting. So you can see the whole dial really good. If they didn't have that kind of muting it, then it would just like shine straight up and you wouldn't see everything. Now it looks like the LEDs are not backlit either, so it's not dual illumination. It's just that one light. There you go, guys. And I have to say big thanks to who loaned this in? I think William loaned this in. So big thank you to William for letting me check this out and share it with you guys. This came out in like 2016. So actually this watch over here is another discontinued G-Shock, which I'm going to be doing a video on very soon. So I guess I'm all about doing the discontinued G-Shocks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.